Hello everyone friends. It's about 12 degrees now and it's about 8 in the morning and there's a light but unpleasant rain. But as you may have guessed, this is not a weather forecast. I went out to walk the dog and at the same time tell you an interesting story. 1. Short but interesting story. Filipino story. When I was in the Philippines, probably the first time, I saw that. In general, I'm used to the fact that the Philippines is more of a basketball country, right, and probably volleyball too, but still basketball rules and reigns there, as it seemed to me. And that's when I arrived in Manila. I saw a lot of people, just passers-by, there they were walking with tennis rackets. I then thought that people were probably playing tennis just after the game, but it seemed to me that they were just passers-by. Also, I saw these rackets are sold everywhere, even in the sari-sari store. They are sold everywhere. So, in short, rackets are everywhere and everyone has them. I wondered if everyone here plays tennis and even carries rackets in everyday life. Tennis has become more popular. And I was asked my Filipina girlfriend, why is everyone walking around with tennis rackets? What is happening that everyone suddenly fell in love with tennis or what? And she answered me that, in fact these are not tennis rackets. And these are rackets like tennis rackets, but they are battery powered and they are used to fight mosquitoes. I thought that tennis rackets were under voltage, and in my hotel, the security guard had such a racket and used it, and I saw how it works. It's loud, the sound of electricity. In my country we don't use such things with electricity, we just smear ourselves with special ointments against mosquitoes, or electric fumigators at home in the socket. I think here in my country, people would beat each other with rackets like that. But not mosquitoes. I wonder if I should buy one. And my dog wants to play with it. Is it safe? Write in the comments. By the way, I wanted to bring such a racket from the Philippines to my country in Russia. But I thought that I would look very strange here with such a tennis racket under electric current. They don't use those here. I can't imagine that there is just one person here walking around the street with such an electric racket and waving it around. It would be strange. By the way, I have another interesting story about the Philippines for you. I found this very interesting. That's the story I want to tell, because what I saw seemed very familiar to me there in the distant Philippines. I couldn't believe my eyes at first, although I didn't see it at first, at least in Manila. I saw this for the first time in Cebu. But friends, let me tell you about it in another video, to separate the topics and not mix everything up. Subscribe to our chat about the Philippines, like it there and all that stuff. Bye everyone. Bye.